Hi, Shivani.
Hello,
How are you?
I am good. So we have a new student joining us. Her name is Heidi, but
Okay.
I haven't sent you her information yet.
Okay, that's good. Hello, I can see Maureen and Myra and Natalie, Sattar and Satya. Welcome, everybody. Uh, I shall have to. Is it Lakshmi who's recording?
Shanti.
Shanti. I'm sorry, my memory is not very good, Shanti, so you have to excuse me. I forget. My mother used to say this, and I used to think, oh, she's being crazy. And now it's happening to me. So, okay. Hmm. Yeah, Shivani had made you the interpreter. Okay, what am I doing now? So, welcome everybody. I'm just going to share my screen. Hello, everybody. Today we are on lesson 7 of the foundation course. And now for the next few weeks, we are going to be studying the Rashi. The Rashi. So we are next step. We have done the planets and we are moving towards the Rashi. And this photograph actually I took in India, and it is I think it's a lily, but in India we call them lotus. It's beautiful. I had it in front of my Varga book, that is. And this is me in London a few years ago. I haven't been there for some time now, missing it. And so we are going to begin with the chanting. And this photograph of Lord Ganesha is from Bahamas. You see, wherever I go, I take photographs appropriate for my classes. And I'm always thinking about that. So I don't know, Shivani, you may have been to Bahamas, Shivananda, and this is from there. So let us begin with the chanting. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya. Suryakoti Samaprabha. Nirvignam Kurume Deva. Sarvakareshu Sarvada. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara. Guru Sakshat Param Brahman Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Brahma Murari Tripurantakari Bhanu Shashi Bhumi Suto Buddhascha Guruscha Shukraha Shanirahu Ketav Sarve Grahar Shanti Bhavo. Om Dadhi Shankatushārabham Shirodaranavasambhavam Namami Shashinam Somam Shambho Mukatabhushanam. So I just want to let you know about the Baba's 26th conference. It is on Rahu Ketu and it's starting this weekend. I think it may be too advanced for those who are new to Jyotish, but if you want, you could come and attend 1 or 2 days. We are just at the end of the, booking time. And I do have the conference on Monday, but it will finish by 9:30 my time. So it's not affecting you and the class at all. So we are just going to look at today. We are starting the Nama Mantra chanting, and every week we are going to do different planetary name mantras. Nama means name mantra. So here we have, one sec, let me just hide the. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. So here you can see the color of Surya is red. You can see the red outfit. And this mantra you can chant 12 times, 108 times for the sun. You know, I have this mala here. If you have one of these malas, you can, they have 108 beats to it. So you don't have to think and you can do the chanting. And so our topic today is the Rashi. Rashi means a heap, collection of energy, a mass. It is used to describe the collection of cosmic energy that is the sign of the zodiac. Chakra means a wheel. Together as Rashi Chakra, it represents the zodiac, which is divided into 12 signs. These divisions reflect the 12 faces of the sun known as Aditya. There are 12 Adityas connected to the 12 months of the year. The unique, different qualities of the sun that are inherited by each of the Rashi. So you see these 12 divisions, they are very much connected to the sun's movement. Ra means to bestow, Shi means to rest. Rashi is the place where the soul rests for the duration of the lifetime. While the soul thinks of itself as free, the birth into Rashi contains it. What we think is our free will is in fact restricted by our birth. You see, there's aspects of our chart, how the planets are, what are those things, they obscure the picture. So zodiac, which is the Rashi Chakra, is described as Kal Purusha. Kal means time, Purusha means man. Kal is time that has no beginning or end. So here, although this is written as Kala, K-A-L-A, Kala means black. Kal, it should be pronounced as Kal, Kal Purusha. So it's slight variation in pronunciation can change the meaning. When we are born on this earth, it becomes decaying time. So you remember that as we are born, then the time is no longer, we are no longer free. the time every day we live, we are living one day less. So that is why I call it the decaying time. Zodiac also is known as the Sudarshan Chakra. Sudarshan Chakra is the wheel in the hand of Lord Vishnu. Su means good or, or auspicious. Darshan means to view, sight, or vision. It is usually referred to getting the visions of the divine when one goes to the temple. Sudarshan Chakra means to get the true vision of the zodiac and how it relates to us. So here in this picture, this is the human form, or the godly form, we could say, not human, of the Sudarshan Chakra. And you can see he has 12 hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these 12 hands are representing 12 months of the year. So this is a picture of Lord Vishnu holding the Sudarshan Chakra in his hand. The wheel of life, the astrological wheel, it is spinning forever. So the earth, or the zodiac spinning, the planets are going around it, and he's holding it in his hand. And Sudarshan Chakra gives the true vision of the zodiac, how it relates to us, the glimpse of the divine within us. And I just got a few pictures of Sudarshan Chakra here. This is another one. This is Lord Shiva gifts Sudarshan to Lord Vishnu. And this last one, I showed the picture earlier. This is a temple we visited, which is the Sudarshan Chakra temple. It's extremely rare to find. In all my travels, it's the only time that I have seen a Sudarshan Chakra temple. So here you can see the So Sudarshan Chakra is 360 degrees. There are 12 spokes in the chakra, which divides the chakra into 12 parts, or Rashis. Each Rashi is of 30 degrees each. Each Rashi represents a sign of the zodiac. Rashi represents a different portion of the sky, and certain constellations are associated with them. The constellations create a special area of influence which form the characteristics of the sign. So, firstly, we are introduced to the 12 Adityas. Aditya literally means the son of Aditi. There are 12 solar gods, or 12 faces of the sun we experience during the year. Each Rashi's deity is one type of sun, or Aditya. Various Puranas give them different names. In Vishnu Purana, they are given as Amsa, Aryaman, Bhaga, Dhuti, Mitra, Pushan, Shakra, Savitur, Twatsar, Varuna, Vishnu, and Vivasat. Some of the Adityas are also the deities of the nakshatras, but you'll see in different places the names are different. So I'm just giving you a flavor of these Adityas. You can read up about them outside of the astrology class. So this is the wheel of the 12 Adityas. This is at Sri Nageshwar Swami Temple in Kumbhakonam. I was recently there, but this is an older picture. If you can see here, there are suns here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this temple is made like a chariot, and all the wheels are pulled by or drawn by the 12 Adityas. And this is very unusual. And if you can see, this one wheel is made out of one piece of stone. And I'm about 5'6.5", and it's double my size. So that means this is about 11 foot, such a big stone. And we can see the Adityas here. In yoga, daily prayers are said to Surya, and a series of postures known as Surya Namaskar honor the 12 Adityas and the 12 signs of the zodiac. See, Surya Namaskar traditionally is done separate from other yoga asanas, and it is done first thing in the morning. And when you do the 12 postures of the Surya Namaskar, you honor the whole year, the 12 signs of the zodiac, your birth chart, without realizing that you're doing it. And usually there are prayers said with the Surya Namaskar as well. And this is the salutation to the sun, as it is known, and they should be only 12 postures. If a teacher is teaching more, you could say there are sub postures. But you see, it starts here, and then if you know yoga, these are the postures, and they are done, and you end again. So you have the salutation to the sun. And these salutation to the sun is done with mantras. And my yoga guruji, I take yoga very seriously, and I do regular yoga. And he taught me the mantras that are connected with each of the postures. And when you do Surya Namaskar as a meditation, with each posture, you chant the mantra internally. And as you finish the mantra, you go into the next posture and you chant the mantra. So these are the 12 Aditya mantras he has given, but you'll see here the names are different from the earlier list I gave you. But they're all different expressions of Surya. Om Mitraya Namaha. Om Raviye Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Bhanave Namaha. Om Khagaya Namaha. Om Pushane Namaha. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. Om Maricheyaya Namaha. Let me repeat that. Om Maricheyaya Namaha. Om Adityaya Namaha. Om Savitre Namaha. Om Arakaya Namaha. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. So these chants, you have to remember them. Obviously, if you're doing the postures, you remember the chants and you do it like a meditative aspect. When I do it, Shiv, who's my yoga guru, he chants them for me. I chant them internally, but he's chanting at the same time. And you may want to record it and then play it, and then as you do the posture, you can remember the chants that way. So Rashi is a solar division, and sun remains in each Rashi for 30 days. This is the reason that the zodiac is divided by 12 homes of the sun during a solar revolution and the 12 different phases of nature. Each Rashi has a planetary ruler. Sun, moon rule one sign each. Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn rule 2 signs. So these rulerships, these are regarded as traditional rulerships. So sun, moon ruling one sign each, and Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, they rule 2 signs each. So 5 multiplied by 2 is 10, and Sun and Moon are 2, so 12 signs. But Rahu Ketu also have co-rulership. Ketu rules Scorpio, but there's also the rulership of co-rulership of Pisces. This is usually given in more advanced information, but I am adding it now to the class. And Rahu rules Aquarius and Virgo, co-rules, not fully rules. Sorry. When we are looking at these charts, we first want to look at, say, for example, Virgo. We will first look at Mercury as the main ruler, and then you can also study Rahu's position. I have conjunctivitis, so my eyes are watering. I've got red eye. One eye is red. So just excuse me. So the 12 Rashis are Mesha, Aries, ruled by Mars; Vrishabha, Taurus, ruled by Venus; Mithuna, Gemini, ruled by Mercury; Kartaka, Cancer, ruled by Moon; Simha, Leo, ruled by the Sun; Kanya, Virgo, ruled by Mercury. See here, I've only given traditional rulerships. I have not given the other rulerships. Tula, Libra, ruled by Venus; Vrishchika, Scorpio, ruled by Mars. Ketu is the co-ruler. Dhanush, Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter. Makara, Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. Kumbha, Aquarius, ruled by Saturn. Rahu is the co-ruler. Meena, Pisces, ruled by Jupiter. So these are the 12 Rashis, and we are going to go through each one of them separately from next week onwards. And this is the astronomical signs for the Rashis. You know, this is Aries, Taurus, Gemini. In astronomy, they use these signs, and some people, especially in Western astrology, will use these signs as well. So each Rashi has a ruling planet. One of the 5 elements: ether, air, fire, water, earth. A specific guna: sattva, rajas, tamas. Dosha: vata, pitta, kapha. A dosha reflects body type, constitution. If one of the doshas gets aggravated, then disease results. Those of you who are studying Ayurveda, then you can look at this aspect from your chart. You know, that what is your dosha from the chart. And for Ayurveda, I think knowledge of Jyotish is very important, because Jyotish is giving you a lot of different things, timing and the nature of the person and body type as well. Then we have Varna, Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra is the spiritual characteristic of each sign, which has to be translated into practical link to professions and jobs. Each sign has a special nature: cardinal, fixed, mutable, and the symbol that reflects the specific quality of the sign. So you see, so far we studied all the planets, and now, you know, the planets are going to be placed in particular houses, and those houses we are going to see the quality of the houses. So the planets can change their quality or modify their quality by being placed in certain signs. Each sign reflects a particular area of our life on a physical as well as subconscious level. Physical, mental, spiritual. It rules a specific body part. If you are malefic planets in a certain sign. There can be health problems associated with the limb the sign suggests. So you see, the thing is that in the olden days, the astrologer was also the doctor. Uh, he was a fully practicing Ayurvedic knowledge he had, and with the Jyotish. So he could see what was the problem. He could see way before the time the problem happened. And, also because they were Ayurvedic doctors, they knew how to treat it. Today we do separately. We can be an astrologer. uh, I would not know what to do Ayurvedically to somebody because that's not my field of expertise. I know quite a bit, but not to treat somebody. So the first thing that you are looking at when you're studying the Rashi chart is that each sign has different modes. It shows how the sign directs its energy. They are Chara, Sthira, Dvisvabhava. Now, these modes are something that is the first thing I look at in somebody's chart even today. When I'm studying the astrology of anybody's chart, I would look at first thing, and it remains right from the beginning. You look at it, but as you go advanced also, you can look at it. So Chara or cardinal Rashi are positive, action-oriented. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn are cardinal signs. This is the guna of Rajas. They are also known as movable signs. Emphasize practicality, action, outgoing nature, leadership, impulsive, ambitious, willfulness, self-confidence, etc. On the negative side, they can be too forceful, arrogant, overambitious, overly active, restless, always on the go. Chara means moving. It's so Chara Rashi people always moving. Sthira or fixed signs are neutral and stable. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius are fixed signs. They have the quality of tamas. They are reflective, thoughtful, fixed in ideas, rigid, placid, and determined. They are known as common signs. They like continuity in life. They are unwilling to make changes or modify their ideas. On the negative side, they can be lazy, stagnant, and stubborn. Dvisvabhava or mutable Rashi are dual nature, negative. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces are mutable signs. They have the quality of sattva and they're known as dual signs. Just excuse me 1 minute. I need to just let my mother know something. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. My food delivery came and my mom cannot pick the things up, so I have to help her. So anyway, these three qualities, the Dvisvabhava, mutable, Rashi are changeable, quick-witted, irate, subtle, adaptable thinkers, introverted, and communicative. So on the negative side, they can be unstable, worriers, erratic, unreliable. So what we are doing is that we are looking at it as how they are in the chart. Do you have one mode missing? Or is one mode prominent? Then the mode of ascendant, sun and moon. So I think what you want to see is that which modes the planets are placed in. So when you are seeing, sometimes the planets are placed in a particular mode, and so the other modes are missing. And we'll see in the chart just now. So when I'm analyzing the chart right at the beginning part of the analysis, one of the things I check out is that how the planets are. Are they fixed, mutable, or fixed, mutable, cardinal? Because that gives a lot of understanding about what the chart is about. So here we have Oprah Winfrey's chart. And what you see here is that she has ascendant in cardinal, in mutable Dvisvabhava sign. She has Sun, Rahu, Mercury, Venus, Ketu, and Saturn in Chara Rashi. And Jupiter, Moon, and Mars in Sthira Rashi, fixed Rashi. So that means that she has a bit of each one, and her ascendant is in Dvisvabhava or mutable. Her sun is in Chara and moon is in fixed. So that's a second layer of understanding. But you know, her Chara Rashi, that means bossy, active, doing things. And Oprah Winfrey, if you don't know, she was very famous TV personality, and she had a Oprah Winfrey show, which she has given up now. But even now, she is quite an important personality in USA. But at the time of her show, she was worldwide known. So I think last week we finished with Natalie, or we finished, we have to start with Natalie, at least that's what I, so let us just look at Natalie's chart. We can see that ascendant and Venus are mutable. Rahu Ketu will always be in the same mode. So you can see here Mars, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn, Ketu, Sun, and Mercury. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planets are in fixed signs. And moon is in a Chara Rashi, a cardinal sign. So you see that fixed quality becomes dominating. We are not looking at the other signs, because if you look at the other signs, you'll see that you are automatically, all the signs will have the qualities. We are looking at where the planets are placed. And here, so normally, when there is so much fixed energy, then one has to think that I, you want something more steady in your life, although your ascendant is more flexible. And so, there's a trade-off between those two, that are you very flexible or you want continuity, fixity. Also, it's about how you think. Sometimes people with lot of fixed planets have a certain way of thinking and they find it difficult to change. Kirui, and excuse my pronunciation, please. And here we see Ki is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in Dviswabhava, mutable signs. So very flexible. Of here, moon is also in Dviswabhava sign. Then we have Mercury is the only planet in Chara Rashi. And fixed Rashis, we see Sun, Venus, and Saturn. So sometimes, when there's certain domination in our chart, then we tend to be like that. And what I want you to think about all this is that how is it affecting you? Uh, what does it mean to your personality? That is the aspect that you're thinking about. Then Sabrina here, we can see. So in the North Indian chart, the central squares always represent the same mode. So here we can see ascendant, moon, sun are all in Dviswabhava or mutable signs. But we also have um, Saturn, Rahu, Mars, Jupiter, and Ketu in fixed signs, and then Sun and Mercury in cardinal. So you see that Sabrina has a bit of everything. So all the different qualities are there. And sometimes if there are contrasting qualities, one is doing one thing at a particular time and then, behaving in a different manner otherwise. But here in Sabrina's case, if we think about the moon, moon is the mind. So the mind is very changeable, lots of ideas, lot of thinking, whereas the sun is cardinal and the lagna is also changeable. So you do need to think about this, that how does this impact you? What is the quality? And let's look at Sage. And Sage here, we can see a lot of cardinal energy, ascendant, Mars, Ketu, Jupiter, Rahu, all in cardinal signs. Saturn, Mercury, Venus in Scorpio, and Moon in, sorry, this is fixed signs, Saturn, Mercury, Venus, and Sun and Moon are in mutable signs. So you have a little bit of everything. You see, when we are looking for the modes, we are looking at if one element or one quality has become overly dominating. So sometimes, like in February 1962, all the planets except Ketu were in Capricorn, and Capricorn would be cardinal. So people born on, I think, 6th of February, one day, all the planets were in Capricorn. That means that cardinal quality, Chara Rashi, I must do this, I must do this, organization ability, that becomes extremely strong and out of balance, because we are looking for balance really when we are trying to analyze the chart. So this is Samir here, and Samir has ascendant in Chara Rashi, Jupiter and Chara, and Mars, Saturn, Moon, Sun, and Mercury are and Rahu, Ketu are in Dvisvabhava Rashi. So what you are seeing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a dominance of one quality, that of the Dvisvabhava. Although there is a planet in Chara as well as in Sthira. So Jupiter and Venus are there, but there's a predominance of the mutable quality. So that Samir can make you very changeable or very mutable. People have very fertile imagination, really quick moving, fast. So that is something to think about, that how it affects you. And last one for this, Sandy. Again, we can see that Sandy has ascendant in Dvisvabhava mutable. Moon, Sun, and Mercury are in cardinal signs, and Venus, Mars, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn, and Ketu are in fixed signs. So again, the fixed energy is very prominent. So what I find is that when fixed energy is prominent, one should try to have life that is more stable. You know, one has to think, because that's what your soul is really wanting. If mutable energy is very strong, then you're happy to change, you're happy to travel, do things. So that is, if uh, cardinal, like in Oprah's chart, very strong, then you're always wanting to do things. You're always in an action mode. So these are all different types of qualities that are there. And so I made a table for Oprah, and this could be something that you can think about making for yourself. So what you see in Oprah's chart, Chara, Cardinal, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So remember that there are 9 Navagraha, 9 planets, and 1 ascendant. So there are 10 identification points. So she has 4 in Chara, 3 in Sthira, Moon, Mars, Jupiter. Lagna is in Dvisvabhava. So Lagna is very important because that is who you are. So even though the planets are missing a mode, but the Lagna is there. So the next one we study is the Rashi and the elements. The Rashis are associated with different elements like fire, earth, air, water. The fifth element, ether, exists in all signs as it holds the signs together. So the 4 elements are studied. When planets are placed in a Rashi, they take on the element of the sign. But if a planet is placed in an inimical element, fire, sun, Mars is placed in water element, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, it can put the fire out. They lose some of their aggressive, fiery quality. Last week, we studied that Sun is friendly signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Moon, Mars, and Jupiter, they are all friendly to them. So that means that this Sun and Mars in these signs, they lose some of that fiery, aggressive quality, but it's not always negative, although Mars in Cancer gets debilitated because, you know, warrior has to be hard and aggressive. So in Cancer, he becomes all very comfortable. So these signs with the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Fire signs are dynamic, strong-willed, determined, independent, forceful, and dramatic. They can be argumentative, willful, vain, egoistical, domineering, self-promoting. Fire signs are usually leaders, entertainers, sportsmen, actors, other public personalities. Now, if you study the fire signs clearly, Aries is cardinal fire, Leo is fixed fire, and Sagittarius is mutable fire. That means that even in the fire sign, there is the two qualities. Or similarly, when you're looking at your modes, cardinal, fixed, and mutable, you have to see what sign they are and what element they reflect. Elements are very important in the study. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, are practical, enduring, reliable, committed, materialistic, sensuous, and physical. They can be coarse, rigid, overly attached to the materialistic side of life, stubborn, extremely fixed in their ideas. Bankers, gardeners, doctors, farmers, and people who contribute to the practical side of life. You saw that in Oprah's chart, she had 4 planets in Earth sign. So she would have very down to earth viewpoint about her life. That is something that you see when a person has a dominating earth element. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, are communicative, changeable, ideas people, inspirational, creative, social, independent, mental, intellectual thinkers. They can be impractical, confused, not willing to face facts, deceptive, unrealistic, nervous. Journalists, writers, media people, philosophers, lecturers, intellectuals, these are all air signs. Now, again, with the air sign, Gemini is um, mutable air, Libra is cardinal air, Aquarius is fixed air. If we go back, Taurus was fixed earth, Virgo is mutable earth, Capricorn is uh, cardinal earth. So each one has that underlying quality that you must recognize. And then the last one are water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, are intuitive, reflective, emotional, caring, compassionate, intense, secretive, family oriented. They can be overly emotional, stagnate, be destructive, muddled. Are doctors, teachers, nurses, healers, chefs, cooks, psychics, writers. I just give some professions. It's not all. Here we can see Cancer, cardinal, water, Scorpio, fixed water, Pisces, mutable water. So you see, as you're building a personality of a person, we studied our planets. Now the Rashis are bringing the next dimension. There are so many layers that after soon you'll just do them automatically, but it is important to um, work on them step by step. That is very important. So here we have Oprah's chart now, and we can see that she has Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. She has no other planet in fire sign. But she has Capricorn and uh, Sun, Rahu, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter, 5 planets in Earth sign. And Ketu is in water, and Mars and Moon are in water signs. Now, Rahu Ketu here will be in different elements. They will not be in the same elements. They are in the same mode, but not in the same element. And again, I made a table, and here we can see the elements. Fire is the ascendant, but again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets in Earth sign. Air is Saturn, and 3 planets in fixed sign. So Oprah was successful and running the same TV program which she produced herself for about 25 years. So you can see that earth practicality and as well as water emotions, intuitive. Water is essential if you want to connect with people, you know, because there's empathy, sympathy, and she was very much that type of personality. And so let us just look at some more charts here. So we have Sattara here. And what we see is that Sattara has ascendant Ketu and moon in fire signs. And Sun, Rahu, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter in air signs. And Mars and Saturn in earth signs. So here now in Sattara's case, what you see is that the water element is missing. It may come in other places, but as we start off, the water element is missing. There's no planet in Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. That means that this is something that Sattara needs to bring into her life, you know, and it could be that you feel the lack of it. It could be that you don't feel the lack of it. But here, when we see your chart, we see a lot of mutable energy because see, all these planets are immutable. And you also have the fixed element missing. See here, this is very unusual chart. And whenever I see an unusual chart, I feel that they need to take care of themselves, especially because it's uh, not everybody has this. So let's just look at Sattara's chart. What you're seeing here is that she has uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 planets. So 8 out of 10 identification points are in mutable signs, changeable, uh, you know, artistic, creative, intuitive, fickle as well, changeable. So you see that is a major. And then 2 planets in cardinal, in Chara Rashi, Moon and Jupiter. But there is no Sthira Rashi, no fixed signs. That means that sometimes there is like a lack of support for you, or a lack of some place that you can say continuity. So this is something that you have to think about. And then in the elements, again, we see that water element is missing. We have a lot of, we have fire, we have air, we have earth, but we don't have water element. So you can bring water, you know, you simply just have water element in your house. You can have a little fountain or things. There are a lot of beautiful things that are available that you can introduce. You can be close to water. But you have to also think that how that has impacted you. And it's a very unusual chart that you see. Then Satya, here we see now ascendant, Mars, Mercury, Moon. Sorry, I was not looking at the modes, but modes you can look up yourself. But Mars, ascendant, water sign, Venus, Rahu, water signs. Saturn, Jupiter are in Earth's fire signs. Sun and Ketu are in earth signs, and Mercury is in air signs. So you see that you have all the elements present here. There's not a gathering of one type of element. And serene here, we see that water, moon is in water, Mars is in water and Pisces. So Mars in Pisces would give a softer water quality of Mars, not an aggressive Mars personality. And then fire element, Ketu is in fire, Saturn is in fire. So we have two planets in fire. And then we come to air. We have Rahu, Moon, and Sun in air element. And Earth, we have Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter. That means that all the elements are present and planets are picking up those elements. That is what is important to understand. So let's just look at Shantipan, last chart here, then I will ask you any questions you have. So this is Shantipan here, and we can see she has Rahu and ascendant in fire. Moon is in fire sign. So when moon is in fire sign, that means you have very fiery thinking, lot of ideas, lot of things, but it's very fiery. Saturn, earth sign. Saturn likes being in earth sign, and Sun and Jupiter are in earth sign. And air sign, we have Mars, Ketu, Venus, and Mercury in air signs. Again, in Shantipan's chart, we don't have any planet in water sign. So Shantipan, you have to think about how that lack of water that is affecting you, and what are you doing to bring it into your life as well. So any questions, any comments, anybody? Okay. So again, with the elements, you have to see a mix of elements from the Rashi. Which one is prominent? Is one element missing? As I told you that analyzing the chart, these first two steps that I have showed you, I do it every time, and I will not um, I will explain to my client that this is something that they need to work at if the element is missing, or to try to understand how to make the best of it. So then there's something about male Rashis and female Rashis. We have male Rashis have predominant masculine and cruel nature. I think cruel nature is a sort of old-fashioned way of putting it. You could say they are more selfish in masculine Rashis. These are odd number signs: Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius. Planets in male signs are more dynamic. They tend to accomplish more. Their energy is outgoing, ambitious, and expressive. Female Rashis are soft, benefic in nature. They are even numbered signs: Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces. Planets in female signs are passive, introverted, supportive, and reflective. Normally, these male and female qualities of the planets are mostly judged by for how many brothers and sisters you're going to have, the sex of the children. Also in the nature, suppose you have a lot of planets in odd signs, you can be very aggressive or active. If you have even signs, there is a more feminine quality for it. We are not going to go so much into this today. Then we come to the next aspect, which is Prakriti or nature. This is the elementary principle on which the sustenance of the body depends. There are three body types based on biological humors known as Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So each Prakriti or nature, each sign is classified as a specific body type. These types of nature govern the psychological, physiological, biological functions of the body, mind, and soul. When they are in balance, we are healthy. If in imbalance, they create illness and become doshas. So basically, in all our bodies, we have that capacity to create a problem for ourselves, to have the dosha. That means that something can be in balance and can easily get out of balance. The Sanskrit word dosha means a fault or weakness. This term is used in Ayurveda to find the weakness in the nature of man, which when aggravated causes disease. The weakness represented here is physical as well as spiritual, how nature, Prakriti, organizes itself in a physical body. When the natural state becomes troubled, it is known as Vikrati. Vikrati makes three physical qualities into faults, and usually each person tends to reflect a quality of nature in dominance. That quality can be their strength, but can easily become their dosha or weakness as well. And this aspect of the birth chart reflecting the three doshas, this is very good for medical astrology. And also for Ayurveda. So the three qualities are Vata, windy, air, ether quality. The Rashis are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Planets are Saturn, Rahu, Mercury. Vata is the principle of movement. The element of air on external level is not the same as air in the body. Vata is a subtle energy which moves the biological movement. Vata rules breathing, blinking, movement to the muscles, heart, nerve cells. Natural qualities are of action, sensation, enthusiasm, perception, inspiration, communication, exercise, action, dryness. Vata people are of nervous disposition. You know, Vata, they won't eat at the right time. They'll be in their head only doing things. They can get nervous. They can get fearful, agitated easily. So Vata always needs to be calmed down. And there are many ways that you can calm down Vata, which goes beyond our class today. But you can read up about these qualities. And Pitta, bilious, fire quality. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Planets are Sun, Mars, Ketu. Fire in the body, heat, energy, metabolism, which is required to digest. Pitta produces heat, controls the digestive system, absorption, assimilation, nutrition, body temperature, skin tone, eyes, hunger, thirst, suppleness of body, cheerfulness, intelligence, vision are qualities of Pitta. Fire is required to digest, eat. Pitta produces heat, controls the digestive system. Pitta people are active, motivated, hot-tempered. They tend to be creative, knowledgeable, intelligent, can get anger, hate, jealousy. I noticed that with Pitta people, if Pitta is aggravated, they can't deal with heat, or they get angry very quickly. Or the Pitta quality also, you know, they can eat a lot and they digest very quickly. That is also part of the Pitta quality. Kapha, phlegmatic, water, earth quality. Signs are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Moon, planets, Moon, Venus, Jupiter. Cements the elements in body, provide the structure, maintains resistance. It gives strength, lubricate joints, provides moisture to the skin, heals wounds, promotes retention of memory, promotes the immune system, energizes the hearts and lungs. Water is necessary for sustenance, stability of body, potency, strength, suppleness of joints, and forbearance. Kapha can be philosophical, calm, patient nature. Laziness can be their problem. Kapha creates attachments, greed, envy on a lower level, forgiveness, compassion, love on a higher level. So each of these qualities can be positive as well as negative experience. So then we have this three dhatu or three dosha. Actually, they should be called three dosha. One sec. So three dosha is a combination of the humas, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Mercury can also reflect all three, but out of these, Gemini is most tridoshic because it gets influenced by whatever energy it is taking, and they have to really look after themselves. Aquarius, in my experience, is more Vata because its ruler Saturn is Vata. Aquarius is air sign. I find Aquarius super Vata. And Libra is sort of can be Vata, Pitta, Kapha, but it is kind of Vata-ish energy, but not as much as it could be Vata, Kapha kind of aspect. Now in Oprah Winfrey's chart, one of the things is this, that when you're analyzing uh, the doshas, you are going to look at the dosha of the ascendant. That is the most important dosha. The second thing you can look at is that what is the mixture of doshas among yours in your chart. So in Oprah's chart, we can see her ascendant is Pitta and her sun, Rahu, Mercury, Venus. This is all Vata. And Jupiter is also Vata, Lagna Lord, and Saturn is Vata, and placed in Libra, he is promoting more Vata. So you see that there's a lot of Vata in her. And then Mars and Moon in Scorpio, which is more Kapha, and Cancer, it is Kapha as well. So you can see the various qualities that she has. But I would say Vata is there, and she's lady full of ideas and imagination, and you could see that in her. And here I made the list of her planets here: Sun, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, Jupiter. Pitta is ascendant, Moon, Mars, Ketu, Kapha, and Saturn is Tridosha or Tridhatu, and but Saturn itself being an air element planet, Vata planet, therefore he will predominantly give Vata energy. And let me just change this to Tridosha. And then let us just look at a couple of charts here. Shubha. So we see Libra Lagna. Now here the three dosha aspect, you can think about how Libra is going to react. It has got the sun placed there. Sun is a Pitta planet. Mercury can be anything, but it acts like the planet it is with. So this is more, the three dosha is more Pitta quality that is being activated here. And we see Rahu, Venus, and Mars in Aries, very much Pitta, because Aries is Pitta and Mars is Pitta. So double Pitta here. And Jupiter is more in Vata sign. And Saturn, Ketu in Gemini, Saturn is Vata and Ketu is Pitta. So it's sort of very interesting how each planet brings its own influence. So like if somebody comes into the room, they have their own quality, and then each planet has its own quality. And you need to think about it, that how it is affecting you. And snow. So here we see that Aries Lagna. So remember, Lagna ascendant is the most important factor. So this is Pitta for Aries, Pitta for and Moon, Sun, Venus, Mercury. They are all in Vata signs, and Rahu is a Vata planet in Gemini. So Gemini is tridoshic. That means it can be any quality. So it is aggravating by Rahu, more Pitta quality. And Ketu is, sorry, not Pitta, Vata quality, Rahu. And Ketu is fire in a fire sign. So it's a Pitta quality Ketu has got. So each aspect has to be understood. Mars in Scorpio is a water element. Sophia, again, now we see the difference here, which is Libra, which is tridoshic, and Ketu is placed there. So Ketu has a fire element. So therefore, that fire can get emphasized. So Pitta element can get emphasized there. And here we can see Jupiter in Aquarius. Aquarius is also tridoshic, but Jupiter has got a more kapha personality. So it calms the more air element of Aquarius. And here we see Mercury and Sun in Gemini, which is tridoshic again, and Sun is fire, and Mercury can be anything it is placed with. So we could say that there is a fire element that is strong here with those qualities. Venus in Cancer is Kapha. Mars in Sagittarius, very much Pitta. Moon in Virgo is Vata. And Rahu in Aries is Pitta as well. So each planet has its own quality, and then it's sitting in a sign which has its own quality. So it's quite a lot of time has to be spent to try to analyze this aspect. And now we have a Su here, and Su is Taurus. Taurus is Vata. So Ketu is Pitta, but Taurus is Vata. So that is Vata. Saturn in Aquarius, definitely Pitta. But here we see that Su has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets in Scorpio. And Scorpio is, a Kapha sign. So that quality of Kapha, but maybe because Scorpio's ruler is Mars, there's a little bit of Pitta quality there as well. But you can see the different aspects that are there in the chart. And Sukanya, here we look at Lagna Gemini. So when your ascendant is Gemini or Virgo for that matter, but Gemini especially can be any of the doshas. So you can get affected by doshas. The different seasons have different doshas, different times of the day have different doshas. So you can get affected by anything, the company you keep, the type of food, lifestyle choices. So Gemini have to be very conscious of that, who's they're friendly with, what they are keeping. And then we can see Saturn is the only planet in water signs. So that is the Kapha nature. And then Rahu, Moon are in Libra, which is Tridosha, but Moon is Kapha, Rahu is Vata. Rahu, Saturn, they are the serious Vata planets. So wherever Rahu, Saturn are, they will bring some Vata energy to them. Aquarius, which is more Tridosha, but Mars is placed there. So Mars is a Pitta planet. So out of the doshas, it will make Mars more uh, powerful. And here we see Venus, Sun, both in Kapha, Pisces. Mercury Ketu in Pitta sign. And now here for Sukanya, her Lagna is Gemini. Lagna Lord is Mercury. It is in a Pitta sign. So you see that, and with another Pitta planet, which is Ketu. So you can see the Pitta quality can be dominant, and Jupiter is in Vata. Lot of things to be able to judge this health potential in a person. You have to have a lot of extra knowledge. And next week, when we are going to be looking at all the signs, we will discuss this as well. And then the last aspect today I'm discussing is the Varnas. Varnas are also temperament, but these were called castes, and castes are connected to the profession, which over time became fixed as the child followed his father's profession. This is no longer the case. But in Vedic age, it was from the birth chart, it was understood what was the true inclination and temperament of the person. His life was guided towards it. It was not just that your father was doing this or your mother was doing this, you're going to follow it. But in Vedic, but over time, you see the people who had the good professions, they said, no, our children are going to be the same. And so that is where the caste system became. Uh, Each planet and sign has a particular spiritual quality which move them towards the path of self-expression in a material life, and these are called varnas. Varnas also correspond to the gunas and to the karmas. Actually, varna is more connected to the karma. What is the action you are doing? So Brahmin, the seeker of truth, teacher of knowledge of a spiritual nature, are sattvic by nature. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Kshatriya, defenders, rulers of the nation, administrators are Rajasic, but Leo, Sagittarius, and Libra. Parashar gives Aries as Kshatriya. I like the fire signs to be warriors, but Libra usually is not regarded as a warrior so much. But there is some part of Libra because it is the red planet, Venus. There's some warrior element of Libra that we have to look at. Vaishya, business, those who are attracted to the material life where self-interest and ambition dominate. Of Rajas and Tamas quality, Aries, Gemini, Aquarius, but I put Libra. Parashara also gives Taurus, Capricorn. So there's some disagreement with them, and I think there's also in my notes, I've given some, but since then I've been looking at other things as well. Shudra, the workers, those who give service to others, do unpleasant jobs, are tamasic by nature. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So Parashar has given Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you see, generally Libra is not Shudra. Libra is definitely business and warrior. So you can think about these as a quality. Libra being warrior is also that Libra is connected to Parshurama. Parshurama was a spiritual warrior. He was a Brahmin warrior. So there was some aspect of Libra that can be warrior-like. So these are Oprah Winfrey. I just made a list. Her ascendant is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Varna is Kshatriya. Ascendant ruler Jupiter is in Taurus in Shudra. So you see, Kshatriyas they were the kings and the administrators, and today they can be CEOs and presidents and people who run the countries, run the corporations, big business. And Shudra is the worker. So without work, nothing gets done. And Oprah has both the qualities. Then Moon is Scorpio, Brahmin. Moon ruler Mars in Scorpio, Brahmin. Now, she was definitely a teacher. In her program. She taught everybody something, and it was so popular. Sun in Capricorn, Shudra. and sun ruler Saturn in Libra, which is Kshatriya and Vaishya. What I was telling you, that Libra can also be good at business. And she's good at business. She made a lot of money, and she did very well with herself. So let us just look at a couple of more charts, and then I'll ask you if you have any questions, Tiffany. So we see Sagittarius, Libra rising, and Venus, the ruler in Sagittarius. So Libra itself can be the warrior, and it can also be the businessman. Sagittarius definitely is the guru, advisor, Brahmin. So you see, there's not one thing coming in a personality. There are so many layers that you are thinking about, and when you're looking at somebody's personality. And next week, when we start talking about the Rashis, you will see how they are. Then Yang, we see Sagittarius Lagna. So that's a teacher. Sagittarius is the prime Brahmin, teacher, advisor, guru. Jupiter has gone into Leo. Sagittarius is not Brahmin, it's the Kshatriya, the warrior. But Jupiter, Sagittarius is the sign of the Brahmin as well. So you can see the Sagittarius quality as the organizer, planner, fighting. And then Jupiter has gone into Leo with Mars and Rahu. So you see the Leo, which is the king, the boss. So there's definitely quality of organizing everybody, larger than life personality. People look up to you. That is the quality that you're seeing here. And Yunnan, Virgo. So Virgo are the workers, they are the Shudra, they do all the jobs, all the jobs that people want. And the Lord Mercury is in Gemini, which is, can be taken as, let me see what I've given them. I get confused. Gemini is business quality. Mercury has a very business-like aspect. So you see 4 planets, but Ketu is not business-like at all. So you have to think, what is Ketu doing there? How is he behaving? So, as I said, there's so many different layers to try to understand in Jyotish. It's the yoga of the mind. And the last chart today, we are looking at Zoe. And Zoe Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is actually the warrior, but it's the spiritual warrior. So Sagittarius will have definitely a quality of both the guru and the warrior. So the Kshatriya, the organizer. But let's see where Jupiter is placed in Aquarius. Aquarius is the worker, it's the Shudra, or Aquarius is not business. Aquarius can also be about thinking about the environment and bigger picture. So you have to maybe modernize some of those not family, but modernize some of the qualities there. So that is it for today. Next week, we are going to start with the signs. So we are going to start with Aries, the Rashi chakra. We're going to start with Aries and look at your signs. And so you have an assignment this week. Make a table of your charts. And that is very useful for yourself too. The modes, cardinal, fixed, mutable, elements, fire, earth, air, water, doshas, vata, pitta, kapha, varna, kas. 200 words on any one aspect, and send by Friday midnight. Now you must make charts. The tables like I have, you can make them better than I have, separate tables. if you don't want to do all the 4 tables, you may choose to do one of the table. Let's say you just want to do the table of the modes. That's enough, but your assignment should be only on one aspect, not on all the different. So which one you want to write about, just one aspect, and you send to Keiko. Those of you who are in Shivani students, they send to Shivani, but otherwise to Keiko, info@keikoshanti.com. And all assignments should not be more than 200 words. Longer assignments will be rejected. So you have 200 words plus tables. Send assignment by midnight on Friday, PST, PDT, I think that's okay. Assignments after that will not be checked. And subject line should be Foundation AM, PM, class number. This one is 7, and your name. Start a new email for each, because if it is old thread, you can't find what it is. And every time you're doing an assignment, that is a brand new email. So that is important to remember. Do not send attached files, as many people did. It would help to have plain text in the body of the email. And don't CC to me. So these are, I think, already explained. So anybody has any questions? I'll just leave this up here. Anybody has any questions? Okay. So I shall see you all next week. And thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.